She dirty. She really dirty. Yep, you guys read the title right. We're bringing the Subaru back from the dead. There's so many things in here. That should probably clean out, but we'll do that once we get the car running. So why are we doing this? Because for one, I miss the car. I really do. It's been a minute, and yeah, sitting back in here, yeah, not enough memories made in here. So we need to do more. We still have the lip here. Well, this trunk spoiler, trunk lip that Tristan gave us. We should probably slap that on one of these days. This is for the E90, not for this car. I have an engine that we're gonna swap into this. It's sitting in my work bay. I have not touched it, and I probably should have done a couple things to it. We're bringing this car back. I'm gonna try to get the engine swap today. I'll explain a little bit here in a second. Yeah, you guys hear that? That's the reason why we're pulling that engine. A while back, I grabbed my stethoscope, whatever you call it, and put it against the block. I thought that it might have been like a lifter or something, so I put it on one of the heads, the head that I thought it was, and it was not that. And then I thought, well, maybe it is the bearing, and then I put the stethoscope on the bearing that I thought it might be, and yeah, it was that. Oddly enough, cylinder 2 had low compression. I remember checking the compression and only cylinder 2 had low compression. That threw me off, thinking that it might have been something wrong with the head. But I mean, I drove the car, let's see, roughly 50, 60 miles. No, it was more. I think I put like 100 miles on it, just waiting to see if the engine will seize or if the rod will completely spin. And so I knew what was wrong with it, so I wasn't pulling apart and trying to figure out what it was and never finding the end to it. All this happened after Sharkfest, unfortunately. As soon as I got this car put together after Sharkfest, as soon as we brought it back, we put the spacers on it, we fixed that, and then we fixed all these little things that we needed on like the rest of the body kit that wasn't right 100%. Well, still not 100%, but whatever was left. Then we spun a bearing. So that was kind of upsetting. That's why I haven't really touched the car in like 2 months. That's why I haven't really talked about the car. I haven't really done anything to it, because I worked on it so much this year, and just for it to do this to me, yeah, I just put it aside. I think it's time to bring it back. Like I said, I miss it, and it's full of dirt, and it has not moved, and it needs tags. I'm not going to rush it. If I need anything, I'm going to hold it off, but the goal would be to drop the engine today. This engine supposedly has 200,000 miles, so we're not going to stress it. I just really want the car back. I want it usable. I want to be able to move it, because we do have the bourbon that we need to rebuild as well. So I don't want to have 2 cars down, and since I could throw this one together, might as well. Last time I did this fairly quickly for it being my first time. I think I remember more or less how to do it, and it was actually really simple. So a lot of people can pull these engines in 30 minutes, so why can't I? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna get it, but yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. I gotta clean up the work bay, and we will get started on pulling this engine. So I drained the oil, and oddly we don't have a lot of copper. I don't know if that was from the engine or if it's just sand that collected up on this, but we do have a lot of this gasket falling out of the oil pan, which is odd because I did not use that colored gasket maker. Besides the valve covers, I don't think I used any of that gasket maker, that RTV, and it's white. So I see black and white. The black might be for me, but not the white, so that's kind of odd. I'm not really sure what may have happened there. But even yet, this is like a gray, not black. Like, I think if it was my RTV, it'd be black. This one's gray-ish, and there is gray RTV, so I'm not really sure what happened. We will still be getting into the engine The oil pump might have been starving, honestly, and did spin the bearing or two, but I think we'll save pulling apart the engine for another day. But right now, let's just get the swap done, get the car running, and then we'll look into this engine. Well, boys, I think she's ready. Disconnect the exhaust. The transmission disconnected now, I'm pretty sure. I might have like one more bolt. All the electrical is disconnected. No radiator, so no coolant. Nothing else is connected in the back. Intake's off. I think we're ready. We'll lift it up a little bit and see what it does, but I'm pretty sure we're ready. Well, boys, there she is. She's out. She's ready to drop in. I'm really considering just dropping this one in as it is and not messing with anything. The reason why I'm thinking about doing that is because I don't really want to mess with any of these brackets. Yeah, it'd probably be best to just drop it in like this and it just go back to stock. And I would not have any issues with it because literally drop in, plug everything in, and it'd start. I mean, the only thing I really would need for this engine would be oil and coolant. That's why I'm kind of just thinking about dropping it in. At the end of the day, the only thing I would swap over, like I said, would be the turbo, but it's a little bit of work that I do have to do to this before I can actually set this engine in the car. That is why I kind of held off on it, but I think by tomorrow I should have everything figured out. I don't really want to run a stock up pipe because it restricts a lot of power. It really does. I remember when I had the stock up pipe, it would really hold the car back. So with the aftermarket up pipe, it really freed it up and there was no issue with it. I'm still really curious on what happened on the bottom end and where that RTV came from, but we'll get into it later. For right now, like I said, I really wanted to sit this engine in. It's a little late now. I don't really want to do anything else anymore, but I definitely gotta sit this engine in this weekend. I was gonna drop this in today, but I'm gonna think about it for a little bit and see exactly what I want to do. Because like I said, I'm not 100% sure yet on if I want to just drop this straight in the way it is or if I want to do the up pipe at least. Rafa has a stock up pipe that I could use that is actually catless, so I'd be able to use that, but I'll see if he still has that and if I could get that off of him. Yeah, it's barely 6 o'clock, so I definitely could get away with having this engine in by probably like 10, but like I said, I'm gonna hold off a little bit and see exactly what I want to do. And see, this bracket is another reason why I don't really want to slap on this up pipe. I want to make my own custom up pipe, and if I can do it with the stock headers and then just run the up pipe up to the turbo, I think that'd be best. So I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. Yeah, it's not much exciting, nothing much exciting. I am curious to see if this new engine is actually going to last. I'm not gonna push it that much as I did this last one, because I know that that was one of the reasons, a contributor as of why this engine didn't last. So I'm not gonna stress this new one, well, this newer one, the good one. I'm not gonna stress the good one any more than what I did the old one, just because I want it to last. I don't want to go through another engine by the end of the year. Camera's flashing red, so it means the battery's dying. I'm gonna end the video here, guys. If you guys like the video, go down and hit that like button. Yeah, if you guys are excited to bring the Subaru back, comment down below, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.